What is the best car to take 4 adults and their luggage on a road trip, but with a catch? Firstly, it's a road trip, not an off-road trip, but with a variety of roads from expressways, tight mountain roads, city traffic, the works. The second bit is it needs to be fun for the driver. Luckily, we have just such a road trip here in this part of the world. From Singapore all the way to Cameron Highlands, a small mountain town, not really a town, maybe a city, up in Malaysia. And we think we may have the perfect car for the job. This is my BMW 540i G30. On the face of it, it does not look like the obvious choice because, hey, perhaps you'd want an M5 for even more driving enjoyment, and it also carries 4 people and their luggage. Or perhaps you'd want an SUV because it has so much space. But let me tell you why I think for this particular project, which is to go with 4 people on a variety of roads, this rear-wheel drive, particular G30 Generation 5 series, may just be the ticket. There are 3 main reasons. One is size to weight ratio. Yes, size to weight, or rather interior size to weight ratio. You see, the BMW G30 5 series is probably one of the best cars in that regard because it practically weighs as much as the 3 series, the F30 3 series, and yet it has more space than probably an older 7 series. So it has a remarkable amount of space for the size. Just 1600 kilos, but incredibly massive for 4 adults and their luggage. That's number 1. Number 2, B58, B58, B58. There is enough that has been said about that engine. I shall say no more, but to say that the combination of low-end torque, high-end power, tunability, fuel economy, 6-cylinder goodness, there is perhaps no better modern engine. That's reason number 2. And reason number 3, and this is the important one, rear-wheel drive. You see, I'm perhaps a little bit old school, that an SUV just doesn't do it for driving pleasure. And even when you take a sedan, the moment you add 4-wheel drive, it's great for, accelerating off traffic lights, getting amazing acceleration times, but for real pleasure of driving, and also for lightweight because 4-wheel drive adds a lot of weight, there's nothing that quite beats rear-wheel drive. So for these 3 reasons, over the M5, we picked this car, the 540i, because the M5 is a great car. It can also carry 4 people. It also is rear-wheel drive, but it is comfortable, but not as comfortable as a comfortable G30 5 series with adaptive suspension, comfort mode and all of that. It is spacious, but it's not as spacious. And it is fast, but here's the thing. The 540i, due to its lightweight and its tuned P58 engine, is equally fast. And given that this road trip was not only for me and a passenger, but for me and 3 passengers, the 540i took the job. You shall catch us leaving early in the morning, Sunday morning, on the way first to the checkpoint here in Singapore, and we'll take it from there. All set? So we are on our way. We are a little bit behind time, 10 minutes. The culprits are trying out sunglasses, I believe. And yeah, the target, hopefully there's not too much traffic at the border right now.
Thailand is already monitored that.
So there's no traffic, less traffic. And the target is to get to Cameron Highlands by 5 p.m.
इतना देर लगेगा? What are you expecting? Yes.
All right, so we'll catch up closer to the border.
Sorry guys, I meant.
Will it take that long?
Will it take that long?
The border crossing to Malaysia was shockingly not crowded, and we made quick progress. And 2 hours later, we had almost done 200 kilometers nearing Malacca. So we are about, almost 200 kilometers in. Checking out the back seat, which is not too bad.
I always get the back seat. I never get the front seat, which is fine. I like to be driven around.
Okay, the ETA is about, target is 5, but I think we're tracking to 3:30ish, so we'll see. We continued to make quick progress as it was Sunday, and very soon it was time for lunch somewhere near KL. So just finished lunch. We're about 350 kilometers in, another 220 to go. Everybody has not necessarily had the most amount of lunch, but they're okay. Where's the fourth passenger? I can't see. Yes.
Coming.
The 540i made quick work of the Malaysian highway, and it was really comfortable for everyone. And then it started to rain a little bit. We wanted to see how it would perform in the rain. Yes, it was no issue at all. Rear wheel drive or whatever, it was just great.
What is the Cameron?
No, now we're going up the hills now. On the way to the hotel, we crossed the famous Cameron Valley Tea House 2 to be specific. It was a bit crowded, but we visited the next day. Approaching the hotel that we are staying now, a little bit further up from the main city. just got back to the house in Singapore. I thought I'll just convey my thoughts while they're fresh. The 540i has been quite a remarkable car, let down by only one thing. And what has been remarkable about it is that it actually carries 4 passengers in a very spacious cabin, massive cabin, with all the luggage, at very good pace and speeds comparable to, frankly, the M5 or any car. It's a sub 4 second to 200 car. So it has the power of a supercar of say 15 years ago. It has the comfort of a modern day luxury car. And yet it's handling, because the car is so light, it's so agile, particularly on the very tight mountain roads that we had in Cameron Highlands. In fact, I think it would have been better than the M5, because M5 is really made for higher speeds, bigger corners. For really tight corners, this would be better because it's also lighter than the M5. So it's a remarkable car in that respect. The thing that's less remarkable, the only thing that lets the side down, is the steering feel. Comfort mode is too light, for me unusable at highway speeds. And even sport mode is okay. It gets heavier, but feedback is 0. So yeah, other than the steering feel, which cannot be solved, because you could say the sound of the engine is not loud enough, but it's very smooth, very typical BMW inline 6. You can always do an aftermarket exhaust. Other than the comfort, other than the steering feel, the car is just incredible. So yeah, overall, I think it was a better car for the job than the M5. So that decision bore itself out quite well, especially if you're carrying 4 passengers and a luggage. If it was just me or 2 people going, maybe the M5 would have been nice. But given that the rear seat space in this car is better due to the smaller seats, and of course the G30 is the bigger car than the F10. So net better car for the job. I can't think of a better car for the job of going high speed expressways, tight mountain roads, everything, 4 passengers in comfort. Frankly, I'm trying to think of any other car that would do this. The 7 Series would be too big. The M5 would not be comfortable enough. This is probably the best car for that particular job, for the enthusiastic driver. All right, folks. Let's see. This is where I'll end this particular video, and I'll see you next time.